Hi, Julia Watts here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the brand new Sentimentally Yours Ticket Tapetastic 2 collection of stamps, and also the Floral Finery stamps. Filling his names. Floral Finery stamps, which coordinate with the Floral Finery dies. Oh, filling his names. What's he like? So these are available to order from my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, shipping to UK addresses. They're also available over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk, and if you're outside of the UK, just email Honeypot Crafts and they'll give you details of how much it costs to ship overseas. So let's just quickly have a look at the brand new stamps. We have had Ticket Tapetastic 2 before, and they were DL stamps, and there are some crossovers, but because these are A5 sets, is that you get a lot more in each set than you do with the DL. And this series of stamps have all got pink packaging on them, so you can tell that this is the collection they belong to. So this is the essentials, and there are 22 stamps on the essential set. And I just point out, if you are new to Ticket Tapetastic 2, on the bees there's a little kind of line that runs. I've got a bit of texture paste on my nail. A little bit of it looks like it's a floor, but it isn't. It's the font. So don't worry about that. Don't think it's a problem. So you can see on all of the bees, it's there. It is part of the design, so it kind of reflects like a typewriter style font. So you can see lots and lots of different sentiments on there. Obviously you've got happy birthday because it's one of the essentials. It's your birthday wishes. And then we've got lots and lots of different sentiments on there. They are bigger, obviously, as always, because you have to have Phil's face on the front. So you've got lots and lots on there, 22. Then to go with that, we've got the occasionals. So we've got anniversaries, wedding day, divorce, thinking of you, new job, graduation, retirement, civil partnership, thanks, sympathy, and new home. A new home is something that lots of people ask for. So on this one, again, there are 22 stamps. Then we've got the motivationals. Now the motivationals are exclusive to Honeypot Crafts and ourselves. They are not available on the TV, or they weren't available on the TV. There's 23 stamps in here, and as the name suggests, they are motivationals. They are kind of things to kind of make you think, give you a bit of a boost if you like, if anybody's down. Always chase rainbows, listen to your heart, make today awesome, believe, be happy, no regrets, hugs, definitely need a hug. 23 on that one. Then we've got the acclamational, and so these are the words that you're going to put with your family and friends type sentiments. So you've got to, a, an, my, and dear. And then you've got wonderful, special, amazing, the best, incredible, very astounding, etc., etc., magnificent, top notch, hilarious, cutie pie. I know Ilona on the design team loves that one, so that's obviously great for kiddies. 35 stamps on this set, so this is jam-packed. Phil uses all the space to fill in here, but obviously doesn't give you things that you're not going to use. You've also got the in there, which is so you can say the most wonderful if you want to. Is there most on there? There is, yeah, the most wonderful daughter on the family. So that's the acclamational family. Yeah, really, really useful. So you can personalise. So we've also got in here, we've got partner, goddaughter, granddaughter. We've got father, sis, mom, husband, mum. So you've got mom and mum, which obviously is different depending on what part of the country that you live in. Again, we've got 39 on here, jam-packed. If you get that set, you're never going to need another set, and obviously everything coordinates together, so your project is going to look wonderfully coordinated. So that's it, 5 different sets that you can get. Also new is the Floral Finery coordinating stamps. So these actually coordinate with, and the die set's on the front, perfectly plain Floral Finery die set. Obviously it's not going to work with the dotty one or the perfect one, is it called? Oh, this is the perfect. I don't know, there's 4, isn't there? But these are open, and I'll show you how easy it is to stamp and die cut them. So we've got this one, which is Dreamy, which has got lines on it, and you have got a stamp for every die. So you've got the 3 petal and the 4 petal stamps on there. And then we've also got this one here, which is Magical, which is lots and lots of little dots, and they do look absolutely fantastic, stamped and embossed onto vellum. And we're going to use just cardstock today, but anyway, yeah, so those are available again. So everything's available on my website, juliewattscrafts.co.uk, and also available over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk as well. So let's crack on. What we're going to do first of all is we're not going to use the stamps. We're going to create ourselves a background, because that's the messy bit. So I'm using, this is pure white Sentimentally Yours cardstock, which is 270 GSM, and I'm also going to use the Extravagance 6x6 stencil. We're going to do something a little bit different to what I've done before with backgrounds. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of an idea as to a different technique that you can do. You can see that this isn't quite big enough, but it is big enough for the card that I'm going to use. We're going to make a 7x7 card, which isn't actually 7x7, it's 6 3/4 by 6 3/4. I don't know why the 7x7s aren't 7x7. Anyway, so we're going to just make sure that it's secured just top and bottom, just a little bit. And we're going to use, excuse me, frog, Peacock Feathers Distress Ink, and you will find all the distress inks over on my website. And we're going to use a blending brush, because it's definitely the easiest way to use it. And we're going to pick up some of the ink onto the brush, and we're just going to ink through. Easy peasy. Obviously you can use oxide, but I'm using distress because I don't want, I want it to be, what's it, transparent, not opaque, because oxides are more opaque because of the pigment in them. And you'll see, when I take this off, you'll see that where the brush has caught the edges of the design, it'll be slightly darker in those areas. And there will be light patches and darker patches, but that's just fine. That's what I want. And you will see a little bit of the texture of the card as well through it. Okay, that's that. That's our Peacock Feathers. And we're going to reuse this. We're going to be frugal with our tape. So you can see there, we've got that beautiful design, nice and smooth, and we could just use it like that, but we're not going to. I'm just going to clean this off and then we're going to carry on. Okay, we're back, and my stencil is clean. Do make sure it's 100% dry, so there's no water that's going to interfere with the distress ink underneath. And I've repositioned it. Sometimes you might have to just turn the stencil so you get it in the right position, or turn it over. But it's positioned perfectly. And we're going to use some texture medium from Sentimentally Yours. And this is going to go on white, but it's going to dry nice and clear. Now you absolutely can do this by, well, it's a different technique. If you swipe some of the ink onto your craft sheet, and then you can mix the texture medium into it. I'm quite frugal with mine, I try and keep it. But this way, it means that we can actually put any excess texture paste back in the pot, because it won't be coloured. So that's a kind of win-win situation. Let's just put that in there for a moment. And we're going to use a woodware scraper. You'll find these on the website as well. Phil sells them as well on Honeypot Crafts, and you get a pack of 2. So we're just going to drag this down over. Doesn't have to be 100% perfect. I do want a little bit in there though. That looks good. And look, all that is still white. It's not coloured, so we can put that back in the pot. None is wasted, and we don't have to look around for another piece of card to just use our excess on. Win-win. And that's going to go in the bowl to wash. Do make sure that you just clean around the top, so that when you come to, because it is a medium in that you could stick embellishments on with it. So if you actually don't clean the top, you'll find that it will actually set and you can't get the top off, which is a waste of your texture medium. Let's just take this off. Oh, just a little bit. Just a lift. There we go. And that's going to go and be washed as well. And obviously we can see that we've got the dimension on there. We can see it's glossy, but we can't actually see the colour yet. Let's clean this up and I'll show you what it looks like when it's dry. Okay, so here's one that I did earlier, which is nice and dry. So you can see you've got that lovely glassy effect, but you've got clear on top of the colour rather than colour mixed into the texture paste. So it does give a slightly different look. You could, if you wanted to, you could actually remove the stencil just when you've inked, and actually put the texture paste over the whole thing so that you don't have the separate areas raised and the blank areas. So the whole thing would be like a tile. Again, use the woodware scraper to get it nice and flat. But I think that's a really pretty background. Obviously you can do it in any colour that you like. So that's our background already. So let's get some stamping done. So we're going to do our flowers first. And I'm going to use the Dreamy. And we're using, to coordinate with the peacock feathers distressing, we're using Warm Breeze Versafine Clair, which is back in stock on my website now. I think Phil has them too. And when you're doing the flowers, it's a good idea to do them kind of in batches. So I've got a strip of card here. I'm going to just put one at the top and one at the bottom for now. And you can do loads on here, however many you want to use. So we're going to go for a big one, and the next size, and we go for the next size as well, and then we go for a 3 petal. So you get quite a few on here, and we go for that. So the only ones I'm not doing are these, the 2 smallest 3 petal and the smallest 4 petal. So we do all those all in one go. And we can put another couple of magnets in there. And pick them up. Oh, that's that one. Come on. And we do our Warm Breeze. A good old press. Obviously you can just do this with an acrylic block, but if you're doing batch making, this is a great way to do it. Oh, just a bit. That's better. And we'll just put those to one side for a minute, somewhere. And then when you take your Floral Finery, what you can do is see through the dies, because they're not solid dies, and you can secure that and do that with all of them. put all your dies in, pop them through the die cutting machine, and Bob's your uncle, as they say. So let's get these cut and then I'll show you how to shape one. So I've got my flowers cut out. I've actually got 2 of each, so obviously, like I say, repeat your stamping, and so that it's easy for you to see, I'm going to use the largest of the 4 petals. So very simply, all I'm going to do is pop my finger on the flower and just use my thumb and my forefinger on my right hand to just shape that. Really easy to do. You could use the end of a paintbrush if you wanted to, or end of a pokey tool, but your fingers do the job very nicely. So we'll do the second one. Like so. And then all we need to do is pop a little bit of Sentimentally Yours PVA. I would suggest that you probably give the ink a chance to dry, because obviously it's VersaFine Clay, and VersaFine Clay stays wet quite a long time. So I normally kind of stamp it one day and cut it out the next. That's what I normally do. So it's 100% dry. So using just a moulding mat, you can see pressing it down in the centre keeps that shape. And then I've chosen the Aurora gems, and I've put gems in the centre of all my flowers. So I've got, here's my 5 flowers. So those are the 4 petals, and then these are the 3 petal flowers. Beautiful. Aren't they lovely? I think I like these better than the flowers that Phil did when he did the original flower stamps. Work out really nicely. Right, so I've got loads of flowers now. So yes, a little bit more stamping we need to do. So we want to stamp our Tapetastic 2. And I'm going to make a card for a wonderful daughter. So you just need a strip of pure white card. You use all your scraps using the sentence. So we want the acclamationals, or the acclamational. Again, you can do these with acrylic block if you want to. It's just quicker to do it all in one go. And again, if you want to batch make, it's really easy to my. Doesn't have to be straight because you're going to cut it out. Wonderful. And then we go into family for the daughter. Where are you? There you are. You've also got step as well on here, so stepsister. Can't see an in-law. Oh, there is in-law as well, so you've got all your bases covered, really. Let's put daughter down there. We can put another magnet on. Where's my other magnet gone? Oh, there it is. Right in front of you, Julia. Again, Warm Breeze, VersaFine Clay. You could use your Distress Oxides as well. So you could use, if you wanted full coordination, you could actually use Peacock Feathers Distress Oxide, where I'm using the VersaFine Clay. I don't get on well with this stamping platform, I must admit. There we go. Okay, to my wonderful daughter. Ooh. And then we cut those out, which I've already done. So that's on the side. Where is it? There it is. So I've cut them out just with scissors, and I put a bit of 2mm foam tape on the back. So I think we're ready to construct our card now. It's a very simple card, but I just wanted to actually do a video and just show you the new stamps and how easily you can create. So this is a 7x7 card, as I said, but it actually measures 6 3/4. So we've got 2 layers of pure white on top. So we've got a 6.5 inch square and a 6 1/4 inch square. I've also cut a frame out. This frame is cut using the deboss double stitch square. So you've got that lovely stitch detail on the edge, on the inside edge of all your frame. And this is my background that's nice and dry, so we're going to pop this on here and then trim off the excess. Again, we've got 2mm foam tape on here. You will find foam tape on my website as well. This is the woodware one. And the back sticking to me. Stand up, see if I can get this straight. I've got a little bit of a mark on my card there. I don't know what that is. So that's going on the left hand side. I'm going to hide it with some leaves. So there is a plan. And let's see if we can get this kind of evenish. Okay. That's good. So it doesn't matter that it's not quite big enough because it does fit. And we're going to trim off the excess there. By just going in at an angle. You could trim it beforehand, but then you've got to be very precise when you actually pop it down. Okay. On the side. Obviously with the Ticket Tapetastic you can use all your backgrounds up, you can do similar sort of card, square frame, rounded background, a few flowers and your Ticket Tapetastic sentiments. That's going to go on here. So it's not watercolour card I've used, it's the pure white, and because it's 270 GSM it does take the textured medium really well. See if I can get that straight. Ish. Yeah. Oh, I've gone and put the border down there. I don't want that there. Excuse me a minute. Let's see if I can put it up again. I know I'd forget. Let's have another go. Let's put it with the dirty bit on the left hand side because that's where I want my leaves. If you're quick enough, you're good. Okay, we're good. So we just pretend I didn't do that. Where's my glue? There it is. Right, so let's bring in our other bits. So we've got some leaves here. This is from the Floral Finery Fabulous Fronds. So this is the, because you've got the open leaves, which is the other one, and this one is the deboss. So if you can actually just give them a bit of a shape if you want to. And that's going to hide that. I told you there was a plan. So we're going to get the flowers on this side first, and then we're going to get the sentiment on. So I think we're going to have the leaves like that. I do tend to put my leaves on first. you want to hide that. We'll just trim that off. It's not going to pull, it's going to trim. Not worried about the extra glue. Let's put that off as well. I'm going to dry clear the mat. Yeah, we could put them under there, can't we? Let's do that. I'll tuck those in a minute. Where's my flowers? Here we go. So we're going to go for 3 in the middle. I know it looks peculiar with the leaves. I just always have done the leaves first like that. Go there. And then we've got the other, we're going to do the 4 petal. No, we're not. We're going to do the biggest ones here. One sec. Lift that off. See if we can just move that round. This is why you don't do your leaves first, Julia. But want to. And tuck that in like that. There's a slight, ever such a slight bend. The glue has a really good grab, but it is also very forgiving as well. Especially if you're on the wonk a bit. Okay, that's good, I'm happy with that. Stay. I'm not sure if I'm going to use those other leaves or not. Then we want our sentiment. See if I can get it straight. Oops, that'll be too my. I think I want it up a bit. Let's have it up a bit. Like that. Do I? No, I'm going to have it down a bit because I'm going to do something else up. Fa, 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 fa. Right, let's get daughter on first. Keep on getting little black bits everywhere. Oh, drives me nuts. Is that straight? Looks pretty straight. Get one straight, then and it helps you get the others straight. And also, if you have them positioned, then it helps you position the others, whether they're stuck down or not. Okay, and we're going to put the other 2 little flowers just in this corner here like that, but without any leaves. So once again, these are the Aurora gems that I've used, which are only available at Honeypot. He won't let me have those. There we go, like that. And I think just to finish off, we will put a gem in each corner of the frame, because I like to do that. We have my pokey tools, pearly pickups, whatever they're called. Pickup tools, what are they called? Pickup tools duo set, that's what they're called. Laura. And I think we will go for the big ones. We should go for the little ones. Yeah, let's go, just do little, actually. Like that. Black bits. There we go. Happy with that. You've got that lovely glassy, love the glassy background. I hope you've enjoyed that. And as I said, you'll find everything that I've used, or the majority of it, if I've got it in stock, over on my website, juliawattscrafts.co.uk, for shipping to UK addresses, and you'll also find them over at honeypotcrafts.co.uk too. Do like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. I love to read your comments as well, and do check out some of my other videos. Thank you for watching.